So namaste once again. I am Daksh Gaur. I am the founder of Blub World magazine. And the work that we focus on is basically to find teenagers who are doing inspiring work in their life and sharing their inspiration with other teens. To put it in one single statement, it's teens inspiring teens. Till date, we have covered nearly 300 such teenagers from across the world. And from time to time, we try to create industry white papers on the K-12 education sector, which is simply schools. Since the lockdown began, we tried and started to build a platform where we could have educators, school leaders from all across the world sharing their learnings, their innovations on school education. And we're very happy to welcome all of you to the Blub World Web Talks 56th episode. We have completed 55 such episodes before this, where more than 600 school leaders have participated from 70 plus geographies from around the world and shared their innovative ideas, their opinions, their perceptions, and their visions for the future of school education post this lockdown and in a world that's affected by COVID-19. I hope we find a vaccine to it as soon as possible so that we are actually able to meet and greet again. And rather than just a virtual and web platform, we have an actual real meeting and a real platform coming into place again. So first of all, thank you so much, people, for joining in. So the reason why we started this platform was very simple. Every section of the society contributes to society with its own capabilities, its understandings, its knowledge, its wisdom. And during these challenging times, the educationists or the people who are taking care of education are right now getting a new responsibility at their hand. The first, which they already had, was to typically decipher knowledge or give education to the next generations that's going to be there. But right now, it's time to create the knowledge that the world would need in the future. Because what you all can observe within your ecosystems is something that nobody else can. And these observations could actually become the basis for innovation in the future. So through this platform, we are just trying to create that knowledge that the world would need in the coming times. So today, it's more about you, what you think, how do you perceive education, rather than we telling you how it will change. Just some days back, I was actually, while doing these web talks, one of the school leaders shared a very nice statement. And I want to quote that statement with his name here. He was the principal of Kalinga Institute from Odisha. Kalinga Institute teaches nearly 50,000 tribal children on one single campus without charging them any fees. So he shared a very nice observation that a school is supposed to be a place that teaches the society to come together. A school typically defines the whole society, that how would it look in the coming times. And at this moment, we are all right now expected to teach a paradox. We're supposed to teach social distancing. That were his words. Just to rephrase it, we're teaching physical distancing, but just try to imagine a classroom where the teacher will be wearing a mask. You'll have only 30% students in your class. Gestures won't work, expressions won't work. How would education or typically knowledge delivery happen in a very efficient way? So we're just trying to find out more and more ideas on how can this be made more engaging. Because the way we saw with economics and economies, the world started with a seller's market where the seller used to decide what will be there on your shelves to buy. And then economies developed, globalization kicked in, and a lot of changes happened. And what we got was a buyer's economy. Now the buyer decides what he wants. And this exact change happened for education with this COVID-19. Because right now, it's no more a school's ecosystem. It's now a learner's ecosystem. You have to focus all your content, all your knowledge, all your textbooks onto what the student is ready to listen to. And you have to think on, more and more things to package it. And what we could understand right now, only education would get a bit of a dry response now for kids. You will need something called some of entertainment and some of education, typically edutainment. So let's see, what do you think on the topic for today, that is tech really teaching? Because tech has actually, now become very much a part of education and our daily lives. So let's see, what do you think on whether tech is a tool? Will it be limited to be a tool? Or how would it evolve, and how would we evolve with tech in the school space in the coming times. So, and before I invite the first guest for today, in every such web talk, we try to invite one or two people who are not related to school education or who are a little bit external to the whole ecosystem, so that we can add a bird's eye view to the whole discussion. So today we have a very special guest coming in from all the way Boston in US. We have Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta with us, who is the Vice President of Research Foundation of India. So Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta ji, over to you. You can unmute your audio. The next 2 minutes are yours.
Thank you very much. This is Professor Dr. Ashok Kumar Gupta, and very warm welcome in this session. Now the thing is that in this pandemic, what is good in integration? Good technology isn't about using the fanciest tools. It is about being aware of the range of options and picking the right strategy or strategies for the session at hand. The book has been converted into the digital form now. What makes a good technology teacher? The teacher who is successfully using technology are flexible. They have a backup plan for when things go away. They are patient as students learn new procedures and apps, and they are willing to adjust lessons if something isn't working. How the students learn better with technology? Education technology can make learning more interactive and collaborative, and this can help students better engage with course material. Rather than memorizing facts, they learn by doing. For some students, interactive provides a better learning experience. The technology transforming teaching and learning in a manner that dynamically involves students by replacing a teacher. This is a teacher-centered model with a student-centered one. Sometimes it is the bad for us also. Social media and mobile devices may lead to psychological and physical issues, such as stress and difficulty focusing on important tasks. They may also contribute to more serious health conditions such as depression. The overuse of technology may have a more significant impact on developing children and teenagers. Can technology take place of the teacher in the classroom? No. Technology cannot replace a teacher. Technology is merely an augmentation to a teacher. It can help the process of learning, but it certainly cannot replace the role of the teacher. A teacher also acts as a guide, a mentor, and an inspiration for students, a role that cannot be replaced by technology of any kind. The education technology is the combined use of physical hardware, software, and educational theory and practice to facilitate learning. Education technology creates, uses, and manages technological processes and educational resources to help improve user academic performance. This should be effective. Effective means successful in producing a desired or intended result. A teacher who is attempting to teach without inspiring the pupil with a desire to learn is hampering on cold iron. The mediocre teacher tells, the good teacher explains, the superior teacher demonstrates, the great teacher inspires. To teach means instruct or to train, to cause, to gain knowledge or skill. The word teach can be used of any method of passing on information or skill so that others may learn. And teaching is the process of attending to people's needs, experiences, and feelings and making a specific intervention.
Ashokji, thank you so much for those amazing thoughts. We'll try to come back to you. The time was over, the slot was over, but we'll try to come back to you if it's possible. Just to sum up all what you said, that right now, the important thing for every teacher and every educator is to be aware of the options that tech is offering right now, so that you can make an absolutely informed decision. Just implementing tech won't be the solution. So try to find the options that are available there. Second, every single teacher and educator should have a backup plan which should readjust to the class scenario, because the learner that you're teaching is very active. So you'll have to reactivate your planning process. Third, interactive interface is far more better in learning. Tech may have bad emotional impact that we're all right now seeing, and that's where the school, finds its new opportunity coming in, and that's why the reason why a school will be needed again in the society. Augmentation of a teacher, yes, tech is a tool till now, and we hope that it remains so, because the way artificial intelligence is building machine learning is happening, we're not sure till what time will tech be still under humans. Guide and mentor is supposed to be the new role of the teacher, and inspiration being the acumen of teaching. Yes, a teacher has to inspire kids more and more, because that is the only way that you can build a stimulus for him to learn. Because the kind of student that we have right now, he's already too advanced. The only thing that you can do is stimulate him to learn. And that's where your role now comes in as a teacher. So let me now invite our next guest for today, Tarang Gaur ma'am, Principal GAV Public School, Gurgaon, Haryana. Ma'am, over to you. You can unmute your audio.
Good evening, all. I definitely agree to Sir, Professor Ashok sir. So basically, my idea towards that a teacher must be very much innovative and creative and very much interactive during all the classes, because specifically, definitely I agree with this, that no technology can replace the teacher itself, because the emotion, the personal touch, and the emotional part of the content, whatever the teacher, the student is learning during the class interactions, that can never replaced throughout the world, right? That is the one of the thing. But yes, of course, few of the things I can suggest in that way, that yes, of course, we need to go for the good options, where we need to be very much innovative, while whatever we are ready for one of the chapter, that must be like not only with one of the option. So our strategy must be like that we need to go at least for three backups in this way. What I mean to say that we need to go, suppose one module, that is the suppose video, we can go ahead with the one of the chapter. Then we can go for some of the note sharing, that we have prepared some of the summary of the chapters, and then we can go and even share with the students. And then the third one is that is the live. And during the live session, it is never be done that we should directly jump on the classes or the content, whatever we are supposed to teach, because as we are doing in the classes, definitely the classroom is the closet where the emotions of all the student individually, along with the student, along with the teacher, and vice versa, they are captured and captive over there only. They are the personal touch where the teacher individually is giving to the individual child. That is actually missing in this online process. So that is somehow we can even overcome 50% or 25% only out of that through the live sessions. So these are the things which I can suggest over there. Then the videos, whatever, if suppose we are sharing with the students, that must be very much fantastic, in a way that we should go with the variety of the things, that should not be in one go modulation and pictures and videos and the captures or something like that. And then come to the testing. Just a minute. Testing. Then testing means we need to go along with the 2 or 3 types of the testing, that I personally even suggest to all the schools, that we should go even for the open textbook kind of the thing, which we can even check with the understanding, not the comprehension only. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, ma'am. To again summarize what all you said, that tech won't replace a teacher. We all believe in that. Emotional part of the content actually misses out when it's tech. Innovative options to be implemented, that's for sure. Video sharing, video note sharing and live sessions. You propose a combo of these 3 going to the student. Then interesting videos. This is where actually a lot of discussion again comes into play, because when you say of interesting videos, what we understand right now is every student who's looking onto a screen is comparing the teacher on the screen with some TV actress, some celebrity, somebody, someone is actually seen on TV or on some screen. And the kind of content delivery that the teacher has is what I can say incomparable in the other way. So I think teachers right now need to focus a lot on the media skills part of training. presentability, intonation, diction, how do you manage your voice, expression, gestures, and actually handling the camera frame, because we are all stuck within this frame, no? We don't have, this kind of a wall there. So we need to understand how to actually manage this space in such a way that people are still interested to listen to you. So interesting videos, and testing now has to be manifold. Testing के अंदर actually अभी तक the way we understand education system, the burden of proof remains on the school कि हम ये चेक करेंगे कि आप चीटिंग ना करो. अब आपको इसको एक्चुअली उल्टा करना होगा कि आप चीटिंग करो. The burden of proof now goes on to the learner, क्योंकि learner की choice हो गई तो जिसकी choice होती है उसी पे burden of proof चला जाता है. So testing को हमें redefine करना पड़ेगा.
Yes, that's why I have suggested practical questions must be there for the open test book.
Application based questions हो, थोड़ा सा project based learning हो, ताकि a lot of knowledge implementation happens. Comprehension test होएगा, implementation होना शुरू हो जाए. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing those amazing thoughts with us. So now I'd like to invite Mr. Vivid Gupta, Principal, Bal Bhavan Public School, Mayur Vihar, Delhi. Vivid sir, over to you. You can unmute your audio.
Yeah, thank you, Dakshji, for giving me this opportunity to share my views and opinions on the topic, is tech really teaching? So first of all, I would appreciate the conversation that Dr. Ashok and Ms. Gaur has carried out in this scenario, and I definitely feel and agree with what two of them has said. And in the same lines, I would want to just add on a couple of points that, when we are teaching online, there are a couple of problems that we face. The first problem is when we are dealing with the young students, students, especially at the pre-primary and the primary level, the major problem is with the concentration. And for that, as you mentioned, Mr. Daksh, that, intonation, voice modulation, interesting activities have to be incorporated in the lesson plan. So I think that is the most important thing. But along with that, there are a couple of things that I thought that we are also going to try it after the summer break. So what we at our school are doing is we are going to break the entire section into smaller groups. So the teacher will be taking half of the classes, wherein, for younger children, it becomes easier to interact with the teacher. It becomes easier for the teacher to, manage about 15, 18 students in one room at one time, in comparison to 35 to 40 students. All right. So that is one thing. Then apart from that, again, the storytelling method is very, very appropriate and important to be followed during the online session. And as Tarang ma'am also mentioned that, when we are talking about online mode, we can absolutely choose different modes. So at our school, we are first posting the content to the parents and the students. They check out the content so that the child has a fairly good idea of what the teacher is going to carry out in the online class. And then, the children can come up with their doubts and questions. This I'm talking about the middle classes and the senior classes, where, the children are independent and they can actually check out the content and prepare themselves well for the next session. And again, for the assessment, yes, very rightly, assessment is something for which each one of us is struggling, and we are trying to figure out how can we assess the children. So at our school, to conclude, evaluate the students and assess them, we gave them some summer projects which were interdisciplinary and which are, actually related to the concept that they have covered in the first 1.5 months, in the first quarter of the session. And then, on the same basis, the teachers will be evaluating and giving their feedback. So we have to actually analyze that scoring and giving grades is not the objective of the online testing. What we need to do is we have to push the objective of actually comprehending what has been learned and taught in the classroom. That's very important. And the last important thing that I feel is that feedback from parents and students is again very, very important tool. And only on the basis of the feedback from parents and students, we can actually rectify and build on a few more things. I think within 2 minutes, this is the maximum that I can share. All right. Thank you so much. I think I've been able to stick to the time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Vividji, for sharing such amazing thoughts. So dealing with pre-primary has been a challenge across the world, because unke liye screen time and being on the screen and focusing on the screen is difficult. But people have actually used a lot of innovative activities with them, like, sing a song and record a video and some small stuff. But yes, right now, actually enabling the kind of learning that was structured is getting really difficult for the pre-primary. And small groups and group-based or room-based classes, something again more interesting and innovative to do. Storytelling mode of teaching, Posting content, then doubt solving. Assessment is still an unsolved mystery. We all need to find out what we'll be doing now. Summer projects, interdisciplinary projects to actually assess what the children learned, and feedback from parents and students. Just some days back, we had a very amazing interaction with one of the school leaders. He gave us a very nice term to the new kind of parents that we have in the school. Since the whole school setup has become absolutely transparent, a parent is in every class. He gets to evaluate every single teacher, and every single move of that teacher is that what is he or she doing in the class. So the school has defined the parent as a helicopter parent, that you're everywhere right now. You're omnipresent. You are there in every class and you have an opinion on everything. So actually handling this for the school management has become a new task, which is getting very difficult to solve. Because when it's teaching, it's typically an art, and you cannot monitor art. You can monitor science, but monitoring art is something, again, very difficult. And when tech delivers the content, the teacher's utility is not information delivery. That's where the role changes. And this is where the quantification or the monitorability of the teacher's work becomes a difficulty. So we right now have to think much better on the lines of emotional wellness of the people who are there in the whole ecosystem, so that their sense of belongingness drives the work. Because right now, pressure won't drive it. Because pressure will only break the system. And teachers right now are facing a lot of pressure from a lot of different stakeholders in the whole ecosystem. So thank you so much, sir. Now I would like to invite Mrs. Sonal Sharma, Principal, Narayana E-Techno School, Jaipur. Ma'am, over to you. You can unmute your audio.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Those who are present in the, thank you so much, sir, for inviting me on the, I have thought I've just not heard a difference, different friends has shared the different views for the upcoming education right now, whatever it is going on in the scenario. That is actually, I must say, that is a technology. Right now, we can say the school is running only through the technology, where we're controlling everything through the technology. And this is the one advantage we got it, like in the whole system. The entire teacher has been trained. Yes, when we started that system for the past 2 months back, then at that moment we have a lot of struggles. But now every person, even every person who's dealing with, and either it's a teacher, either it's a parent, they all are friendly with the Zoom classes. And I must say, Google Play Store, one of our friends, sir, has shared what about the assignments. We have conducted the 2 assignments as well. In our school, we have conducted the PT examinations. So with the Google Play Store and with the school, with the help of school app, the school has designed a special app in our system, Ran Guru, where the parents are directly going to get the assignment through the link, and we have a certain time limit. So the child is supposed to complete the assignment in the given time frame, and similarly the paper will automatically, the child is supposed to press the submit button only. So it is also possible in our system. So we are assessing the kids also. Yes, that is really a very challenging job for each and every child, because right now we can handle the students in the one class, we can divide, we can segregate, but we can't handle the outbursts of the students. There's a lot of outbursts which we can't handle. When the children are in the class, we have a mentor is there, physically present. So the mentor can discuss, we can take the different emotions, and we can understand. But right now, monotonous, I must say, one way. Yes, we are providing a half an hour session within 3 days, where the teacher is interacting with the students without subject. Basically, that is a fun way. We have given the fun games only for the interaction, where the children can share their emotional outbursts with the teachers, with us, if they want to interact, where they're sitting with their parents, but definitely they have a common platform where they all are sharing their basic. We are requesting our parents not to share their open platform in front of kids, but kids are enjoying and they're waiting. Yes, ma'am, after 3 days when we're getting that period. That is a special attraction which we have maintained. Right now, all the classes are going on, but in the future perspective, I'm definitely not sure, because still we don't have any guideline when the schools are going to be reopened and what would be the next scenario. As the governments and different organizations are sharing the different platforms, yes, this will be the guideline when the school will be reopening. but I'm not sure whether we are able to manage that much. And if we are able to manage that much also, it is again a one more question, whether the parent are able to send the kids to the school or not. Because I've seen, like, when we are interacting with the parents continuously, they have a common issue. If you will reopen the school, then also the children will not join. So that is a big challenge.
Thank you so much, Sonal ma'am. The time was actually over, but we'll try to come back to you. Again, to sum up what all you said, school actually happening through tech, from a screen not being allowed in a school, from a school actually going into the screen right now, because that's the only existence the school right now shares with the parents. So teachers absolutely upgraded everywhere. Everybody has updated or upskilled him or herself. Conducting PT examinations and a lot of sporting activities online is something that has started across India. A lot of schools are doing it right now. Timed assignments, that's again something interesting. Emotional outbursts, you have had a very nice weekly activity to handle emotional outbursts of children. That's again something very nice to take forward. And the real problem that you actually mentioned right now, that even when the schools open, would parents be ready to send their kids back to school? Because social distancing, that's so much of sanitization, everything, even when it might be done, the doubt factor is very difficult to overcome, because there's now a perception dent that has already taken place. And उस perception dent को खत्म करने के लिए जो counter options or counter actions हैं, I think schools should right now start focusing on them as well. Because ये जो इतना बड़ा emotional outburst पूरी society का है, उसको भी handle करना अब जरूरी है. We right now need to talk to people, because one of the school leaders shared a very nice thought that right now COVID has a lot of disease hotspots. The school in the future can actually become the immunity hotspot, because you have some of the most active brand ambassadors in the society. If you send out a message through them, that's absolutely sure that will reach to every single ear there. So I think schools should right now strategize on actually building yourselves as much more community responsible institutions, and right now connecting more to the community around you. Thank you so much, Sonal ma'am, for sharing your thoughts. Now I would like to invite on call Mr. Suraj Kumar, Principal at Radcliffe School, Jaipur.
So coming back to that, first of all, thank you so much for providing the platform to join me and to connect with all the people, all the respectable members available over there. And the topic which is chosen, that is tech really helping in learning. There are two questions you have actually asked. Is technology really helping in learning? And second, what could be the kind of education we are supposed to deliver in the years to come? So I'll be coming to you part-wise to that. Technology. If you remember that years back, there was a nice commercial used by IDEA that education for all. Okay, whereby the student has been shown, village students have been shown that they are using the mobile phone and the teacher is teaching from somewhere else. Okay, so that was the virtual reality long back. Nobody has imagined that there will come a day that in the similar way, the entire world will be shifted and online learning will take place. And that's over here. Till yesterday, we are holding this seminar, and today we are at the webinars. It's all because of the technology that we are using. I want to relate you on good things that of the technology, whereby the people have lot many critics and the opposition to this. 2013, I don't say the technology is bad, and definitely technology have no value in the place in the absence of the teacher. But yes, I can say that if we have the proper planning and effective strategy, definitely through online method also, you can provide the quality delivery to the student. In 2013, I just want to relate you Aman Goyal. He's actually 33 rank holder in India in IIT, and he is telling that he used a DVD actually he has got from a very famous institution in which a video lecture lesson was there. He attended for a couple of years, and all because of this he was able to crack that. So this is one example I can see that online learning that has given the benefit to the student. See, technology really has revolutionized the world. We can see the impact of technology everywhere. Coming back to education system or the school learning there, till yesterday, what was happening, the education learning was confined to the teacher and the blackboard. Okay, and the student were asked to see the world through word. There was nothing else. They were trying to imagine everything through the content only. And that was very difficult for the teacher to instill the concept in the student. I'm talking about the concept. Thanks to coming of the technology, the smart classes and all has come. Because of this, it was very, it became so easiest for the student to visualize all this thing. And it has become so easy for the student to understand the topic, the chapter they are studying in. Coming back to the things you were talking about, how will be the education in the years to come? I'm telling that education is coming. I mean, technology is increasing. That's really a good advantage to us. But with the increase of technology, one more problem is coming up, that holding the emotion of the student, because everywhere the teacher is teaching the subject, but we are not teaching the core value. We are least focused on the values of the student, the patience, the tolerance. This will also diminish with the way of time, because technology will increase and definitely they will bring frustration in that. So I can see that in the years to come, this will be a greatest challenge for the teachers also to instill value in the student, because that is one of the challenging aspects I can see in the education.
Suraj sir, the time was over, but we'll try to come back to you. Just to sum up your points on what all you said, from the idea ad, which actually said education for all, actually it has become a reality right now. Second, the 2003 example of cracking the IIT through a DVD lesson, again, something very important and amazing to know. And learning through the word, this is an amazing observation. Thank you so much, Suraj sir, for sharing that. कि हम अभी तक जो पढ़ाई करा रहे थे वो केवल उस शब्द में लॉक हो गई थी कि हमें सब पूरी दुनिया से एक वर्ड से या जो हम कंटेंट लिख रहे हैं उससे इमेजिन करनी पड़ रही थी, लेकिन अब सिमुलेशंस एंड विजुअलाइजेशन एकदम अलग लेवल पर चला गया है. एंड आई थिंक ये जो टूल टीचर्स को मिला है, ये लर्निंग को बहुत अलग तरीके से इनहैंस कर सकता है. बट राइट नाउ द चैलेंज दैट वी आर ऑल फेसिंग इज, अभी तक हम बच्चों को प्रेशर में पढ़ा रहे थे. वो प्रेशर भले ही उस टीचर की इमेज का हो, उस क्लासरूम का हो या उस स्कूल के एटमॉस्फेयर का हो. अब वो सारे फैक्टर्स मिसिंग है. तो इन सारे फैक्टर्स के बाद में भी स्टूडेंट को ऑन ट्रैक रखना इज एक्चुअली द बिग चैलेंज, क्योंकि लर्निंग इंटरेस्टिंग हो गई है, बट इतनी इंटरेस्टिंग कि वो पॉइंट बाय पॉइंट पूरी की पूरी बच्चे के अंदर इम्बाइब हो जाए. That's something a challenge right now, and value education being the priority is absolutely the truth right now. Thank you so much, Suraj sir, for sharing those amazing thoughts. हम लोग कोशिश करेंगे that we come back once again to you. I think you missed on to something, but let's try again to come back to you. Let's now, I would like to invite Ashish Panda sir, Principal, HSM Public School, Kashipur, Uttarakhand.
Yes, I'm coming to your topic directly. Is tech really teaching? It is really interesting question, and one that I'm required to think about all the time. By its very nature, technology changes at a fast pace, and making it accessible to pupils, teacher, and other stakeholders is an ongoing challenges. But in this pandemic, every individual to government, all are things teaching possible only through technology. But sorry, I don't think so, because there is a survey. Actually, I need to show the PPT. I request for that, but you didn't allow me. Okay, anyhow, I'm just sharing these things. Why I'm saying, because this is came in one survey. I'm unable to show that one. For me, the teaching is not about the interaction through specific device. Do not get me wrong that I am against of the technology, but nowadays what we are doing, we are using the smartphones and all these things, and we are interacting through teaching. Although they will play part in the future, and now also it is happening, but years ago those things even does not exist. We do not know what will be the new technology will come forward, but what will the new technology in future, we don't know. But still, then how we will handle the technology, that is the major question for us nowadays. Is about assess anywhere learning and collaboration, both locally and globally. Teaching and learning is happening in social. Schools of tomorrow could have a classroom teaching as well as online. So nowadays everywhere online teaching is happening. So I can say that with the technology, the world became our classroom. Technology changes teaching and learning process. Student can learn from anywhere and teacher can teach anywhere. So what happening in present days online teaching? Nowadays in teaching, what happening, traditional teaching is going on. Teachers completing their syllabus, homework providing, assessment. These are only the things happening. These are the way of using the technology. My question: at first, we must know the purpose of using the technology for teaching and learning process. So technology provides only information, not knowledge. Technology, please note this one, Google Baba, we are saying हम Google Baba बोलते हैं, वो हमें information दे सकता है मगर knowledge नहीं दे सकता है. From where we will get the knowledge then? So I will quote a Bhagavad Gita one sloka, Sarvasya Chahang Vriti Sannivesto, Matasrutigyo Napohanenja, Vedesa Sarve Rahame Vedo, Vedant Krut Veda Videva Chaham. That means, इस दुनिया में जितना भी knowledge है, that is there within us. So that is potential there in every child. So what we have to do? We have to create an independent learner. Our technology is a tool to develop an independent learner. That we are.
Absolutely, Ashish sir. Independent learner. And I think the time was over, but we'll try to come back. And actually, इसी concept पे we are right now working with a lot of people on self-designed learning. कि आपको अपनी learning design भी करनी आ जाए और आप वो learning खुद कर भी लें. Because आपके encouragement या motivational level को इस level पे ले जाना है कि वो अपने आप चलता रहे. It does not get faded out. And this is where value education or the meaning of the word knowledge comes in. कि आप बच्चे को wisdom दे दीजिए कि वो खुद सीखना चाहे. Because information तो Google दे देगा. That we are very sure of. Absolutely. So tech and पढ़ते हैं और अपने से अगली को पढ़ाते हैं. तो already 2 generation का gap आप पहुंचा रहे होते हैं अगली generation तक. तो उस gap को fill करना बहुत typical है. जैसे अभी जो generation आप पढ़ा रहे हैं वो तो पैदा ही tech के साथ हुई है. लेकिन जो generation उन्हें पढ़ा रही है उसे tech सीखना है. Digital pranks बच्चे आपसे जल्दी कर ले रहे हैं, आपको teaching सीखने में time लग जाएगा. So that's easy, but yes, thank you so much for sharing all that. And yes, tech enablement कर लेगा, but tech at some point will, has its own limitations. एक teacher की वहीं जरूरत आ जाती है. Thank you so much for those amazing thoughts, sir. I would now like to invite Dr. Prerna Mitra, Principal, Army Public School, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Ma'am, over to you. You can unmute your audio.
Very good evening, Mr. Daksh, and thank you so much for inviting me to this platform. And it's so heartening to hear so many speakers, so many personalities. Firstly, regarding that, is technology helping us? Yes, of course. Everyone has become techno-savvy. And if technology is not helping us, then what else will help us? This is a big question because we do not have any other alternative. So we have to follow technology. It has become a part and parcel of our daily routine. So every child, every parent, and every teacher has become very adept to technology. Now, how education can be imparted, I would just highlight only a few very important points. First of all, we have to impart education which should be more of skill-based. Like usually, a teacher is giving lecture. What one of the speakers said that the problem occurs wherein, teachers are not able to deliver and deliberate their knowledge in an effective manner. So I have also noticed with my teachers, when they're speaking, they do not give an opportunity to the students and they do not take the feedback. So feedback is must. Teacher has to be a good listener also when the teacher is speaking online. And above that, the skill-based exercises can be given to the students. Like I'll share for my school, we are having the yoga classes. We are having the activity-based classes also besides academic classes online. So we have kept a particular slot early in the morning when children and even parents are involved in that. They are doing yoga exercises and they are taking keen interest in that. Another important mode is the flipped classroom. Like children are given a particular topic wherein they will do a lot of research. They will come prepared, and that one day is identified as that students' day, wherein 5 minute slots are given to the students. Then they deliver whatever chapter has to be taught. What is their understanding of the lesson? They read it, they do a lot of research, and they come up with plethora of ideas regarding that. So this is one another mode. Another thing which we are following is the mindfulness. Now we see every day, every now and then we hear such pathetic news which is coming up. Suicidal tendencies are increasing. The resilience power is deteriorating day by day. So that is what we are trying to inculcate in the students. Besides the daily lessons, they have to be very strong. So inner strength and mindfulness is one of the exercise that we are doing with the children. Another thing is that value-based, which one of my friend has already said, parent-teacher meeting. And in the end, I would just like 4 rules which we usually inform the students to be followed. That is 4 C's. The first C is the concern for learning or content. Then second is communication, which is actually the lifeblood, and it has to be effectively, delivered. Third is consideration about the children. The teacher has to be very flexible. And the 4th C rule is consistency. So these are the 4 C's as a rule which we follow while delivering our lecture through the
thank you, Dr. Premna ma'am. Thank you so much. आपका ने जो last में 4 C's दिए, they are really interesting to know. That concern for learning, communication, consideration and consistency. जब कोई अभी right now when offices are being operated from work from home mode, हर जगह पे एक major problem ये हो गया है. The only way that we know that the person in front of us is working is through communication. And बहुत सारी misunderstanding even in organization is right now happening just due to this reason कि अगर किसी चीज में जवाब में भी delay हो गया, then the intention is being questioned. तो वो अभी बहुत कम्युनिकेशन गैप की वजह से बहुत ज्यादा चैलेंजेस अक्रॉस ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हो रहे हैं. एंड वो यहाँ पर टिपिकली एजुकेशन में अगर गलती से भी हो जाते हैं तो उनका इम्पैक्ट बहुत ड्रास्टिक हो जाएगा, बिकॉज राइट नाउ यू आर क्रिएटिंग दैट फ्यूचर. आपने बड़ा अच्छा क्वेश्चन दिया, इफ नॉट तो देन क्या हमें हेल्प करेगा, वो सॉल्यूशंस और होने चाहिए. एंड मोर टॉकिंग ऑन द एडेप्टेशन व्हिच हैपेंड वेरी स्विफ्टली. स्किल बेस्ड टीचिंग अब इसलिए जरूरी हो गई बिकॉज स्किल से बच्चा अपनी लाइफ को रिलेट कर पाता है कि हाँ किसी ना किसी पॉइंट पे ये मुझे काम में आ जाएगी. और बाकी लर्निंग में या थ्योरेटिकल लर्निंग में वो थोड़ा सा लाइफ जो है डिस्टेंट हो जाती है कंटेंट से. वो ये नहीं रिलेट कर पाता कि मैं कंटेंट पढ़ तो रहा हूँ लेकिन इसका करूंगा क्या. So I think the learning has to go the other way कि आप application से उसके concept तक जाएं rather than the concept to the application of it. तो वो teaching को pedagogy को भी flip करने की जरूरत होगी. Flip learning तो हो ही गई, but I think pedagogy को flip करने का time आ गया अभी इस समय पर. So I think we have heard most of the speakers who are there today. So before this talk comes to an end, or we typically conclude it, there's some food for thought that I always leave people with so that when we meet next, there's something more interesting to talk about. अभी हम लोग सब जनों ने अपने आसपास इंप्रूवमेंट्स ढूंढने शुरू किए हैं. एडवर्ड डी बोनो की किताब है लेटरल थिंकिंग, जिसमें उन्होंने थिंकिंग पैटर्न्स दिए बहुत सारे, किस किस तरीके से सोचना चाहिए. ही शेयर्ड अ वेरी नाइस ऑब्जर्वेशन इन द बिगिनिंग दैट द सोसाइटी इज समबडी दैट एस्टैब्लिशेस आइडियाज, एजुकेशन इज द वन दैट टीचेस दोज आइडियाज, एंड एट द एंड इन दोनों को साथ में मिलकर उन आइडियाज को इम्प्रूव करना होता है. दैट्स द होल पर्पस ऑफ the whole society structure that exists. कि पहले आइडियाज को एस्टैब्लिश कीजिए, फिर उनको सिखाइए और फिर उनको इम्प्रूव कीजिए. एंड आई थिंक राइट नाउ वी आर इन अ टाइम, जब आप अगर माइथोलॉजिकली देखें तो ऐसा है कि शायद अभी वो टाइम है जब कोई पैदा हो जाएगा. बिकॉज अभी हमारे जितने परसेप्शंस, मेंटल ब्लॉक्स, अंडरस्टैंडिंग्स थी, वो सब चैलेंज हो गई है. हमारे सारे आइडियाज ऑफ लाइफ ऑब्लिटरेट हो गए हैं और हमें पूरी जिंदगी को री इमेजिन करना पड़ रहा है. So this is the time that any small, little, big innovation will be received by people with an open heart. तो मेरा आप सबसे वापस से रिक्वेस्ट है, try to experiment with education as much as you can, because अभी आपका वो छोटा सा इनोवेशन तुरंत एक्सेप्ट हो जाएगा, इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाएगा और आपको उसके इन्फ्लुएंसेस मिल जाएंगे जो शायद इसके बाद नहीं हो पाएगा. एंड अगर आपने अभी कोई ऐसा इनोवेशन कर दिया जो कि दुनिया के साथ स्टिक कर गया, तो you don't know where it could reach. So I just want to suggest something to all the people who are there, that every day try to make a habit of writing an observation paper. भले ही 200-250 words का पेपर हो, लेकिन रोजाना अपने observations को document कीजिए, क्योंकि आप जो अपने आसपास देख सकते हैं वो कोई दूसरा नहीं देख सकता. So try to document those observations because they could become the basis of learning in the coming times. आज आप जिन किताबों को, जिन डॉक्यूमेंट को, जिन टेक्स्ट को खुद पढ़ते हैं इंस्पायर होने के लिए, अभी वो टाइम है कि वो टेक्स्ट आप बनाएं, बिकॉज दुनिया इस समय की वो ऑब्जर्वेशंस ढूंढ रही होगी कि इस समय क्या हुआ था. लेट पीपल नो दिस बिकॉज यू आर राइट नाउ राइटिंग हिस्ट्री योरसेल्फ. हम इतना बड़ा जो चैलेंज फेस कर रहे हैं, वो चैलेंज एक्चुअली ह्यूमन काइंड या ह्यूमन ग्रोथ या ह्यूमन एवोल्यूशन को हमेशा हमेशा के लिए चेंज कर देगा और कर चुका है. रादर अभी हमें वो इसलिए नहीं पता बिकॉज हम वापस नॉर्मल में नहीं आए, और शायद हमें अब ये भी नहीं पता कि वो नॉर्मल वही है क्या जो हम इमेजिन करते थे, या उसको भी नई डेफिनेशन मिलेगी. So I hope you enjoyed the last 20-30 minutes. Keep thinking, keep innovating, keep documenting, and thank you so much for participating in the Blub World Web Talks 56th episode. अगर आपका कुछ बोलना रह गया हो, if any of your ideas were you're not able to speak, don't worry, team अभी आपसे connected रहेगी. Share those with us on WhatsApp. जो सबसे अच्छे ideas होंगे, we'll publish them, we'll take them to more than 6,000 schools across the world. So please keep sharing, people. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this web talk and would want to attend the future ones, you can open your audio, say a big yes, and thank you so much, people. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, definitely.
Yes,
Thank you,
Mr. Dash. Thank you so much.